Hello, everybody. I'm Roberta Pacino, and this is the Kiss of Fame podcast, where we dive deep into the glamour and the grit on the road to success and fame. Thanks for being here. It's really good to have you here. Whoever's listening in the future on Spotify or on Apple or watching it live on Facebook and X or watching the video later on YouTube. I'm so happy. And if you're watching right now live, remember that you can actually come into the studio. You could actually do it right now. If you're watching live and you want to be here, you can ask questions. You can meet everybody. Just go to my website, which is robertapacino.io, and go down to the icon that says Virtual Studio. And click on that and it'll follow a few prompts and you'll be right here in the studio. So that's what's so cool about this. We're in the metaverse and you can be here live. And if you have a headset, just go into Spatial and search for Roberta Pacino and you'll find it. So anyway, today I have an amazing guest and I'm really, really excited to introduce her. But first, let's watch the intro video.
In a world where passion meets recognition and dreams grapple with the reality of fame, one journey illuminates the myriad paths to greatness. Welcome to Kiss of Fame, a podcast where the stories of ambition, perseverance, and personal triumph are told by those who dare to reach for the stars. Greetings, dreamers, doers, and innovators. I'm Roberta Pacino, here to navigate the vast seas of creativity, recognition, and the complex dance with fame. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, scientist, or advocate, Kiss of Fame is your haven for genuine stories of grit, inspiration, and sometimes the hard truths of seeking the spotlight. Through intimate conversations with those who've carved their niches, from hidden gems to luminaries in their fields, we uncover the essence of what it takes to rise above the noise. We delve into the magic that drives their passion, the relentless pursuit of success, and the courage required to stay true to one's vision in the face of fame. But this isn't just about the glitz and glamour, it's about the journey. The triumphs, the setbacks, and the moments that define us. From the first spark of ambition to the accolades that follow, every step has its story, and we're here to share those stories with the world. Kiss of Fame isn't merely a podcast, it's a dialogue. A dialogue about the art of achievement, the impact of recognition, and our endless quest for significance in our work and in our lives. So, if you're in search of motivation, guidance, or companionship on your path to recognition, join us. Explore the lives and minds of those who've made their mark and uncover what it truly takes to earn that kiss of fame. It's not just about making art, it's about sparking conversations. Welcome to Kiss of Fame. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's embark on this remarkable journey together.
We're back. Okay, now I am so excited to introduce to you my guest, Fran Bailey, who is an energy healer and your guide to personal transformation. Hi, Fran.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. It's so nice to have you here in the metaverse. I feel like you really appreciate the location, and that makes me so happy. So I'm really looking forward. Go ahead.
It's a new experience. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's new and it's and it keeps on changing, so it stays new. You know, it's like every time I come in here, there's progress, which I love that. So yeah, well, you've had such an amazing life. Can you tell me about it? Tell us all about your I mean, I know you probably weren't born dancing as you were, but I mean, from the beginning, you're dancing and all that, and how that developed into what you're doing now. Yeah.
So basically, when my mom danced and my dad sang, so definitely a lot of music and a lot of entertainment. My mom's parents were in vaudeville. So there's a lot of humor, a lot of, that that kind of energy in the household. And then also at the same time, I grew up as a Christian Scientist, which is a metaphysical kind of understanding of life. We didn't do a lot of medicine, and we believed in positive thinking and mind over matter. And so it was a very interesting upbringing, and I really gravitated to, of course, dance and healing eventually. But I started dancing we had a barn, and a ballet teacher would come and teach at the bar, in the barn. And I was about 5 when I started and couldn't reach the bar. But when I heard that music, it's done. I mean, my body responded. It was expression of life to me, that my body could respond without speaking. So that was, it's moving energy. So I understood what that meant at a very deep level, unbeknownst to me. I went into, majored in dance, became a dancer, choreographer, and then someone said that I could see energy, and I went, hey, what's that? And basically, I was pretty psychic as a child, and I just thought everybody else was, because I would see things and do things and have guides and make-believe friends. And, I just said, okay, well, yeah, this is the way it is. So I started training with a doctor who's an alternative med doctor from South Africa, and his trainer was Rosalind Briere, who is a energy healer out of California. And the minute I met her, I went, oh boy, they found me. Meaning that I'd been sort of chased into doing all these different kind of alternative thinking and ways of looking at life. And when I met her, I went, oh my God, I'm home.
Wonderful.
And she taught me all about the chakras and the healing and how to actually transfer. What I did learn how to do is transfer my energy from my feet to my hands. And then began to understand my own clairvoyant ability, and I studied deep meditation with John Friedlander and Gloria Hampshire, who are very incredible psychics. And so basically I learned metaphysics through my body and my aura, and understood that there are other ways to heal, and that would be through an actual shift of energy and changing your energy to abide by the perfection of your own body.
I love that. I love the way it progressed, that you started, as a child around music, and then you started dancing yourself, and then that energy, the energy transferred, you said, from your feet to your hands, kind of. For me in my life, I've, my parents also were in musical theater. And I mean, my mother would just break out in song in like the middle of the day, just spontaneously, and they danced. They used to dance ballroom dancing, and how that experience feeds now into what I'm doing, into my art. It's pretty amazing. It's all connected. So I love that. So you've developed, is it pronounced Shiva method? Can you tell us about the Shiva method? What does Shiva stand for, and what is it? How does it work?
So 2002, before that, I think really inspired. My father died of cancer in 1994. And I had 3 small children. My husband was traveling. My mother was flipped out. And so the stress of taking care of parents and children. And anyway, I got cancer, which I think that, it's sort of an emotional response to stress. And it was stage 4 cervical cancer. And I went, oh, wow, this is interesting. So But my doctor said, oh, you got to take everything out. And by the way, why don't you get a lift because you had twins? I went, I beg your pardon. I don't think so. So I found a female gynecologist. And I said, this is what I do. I want you to work with me. I'm going to try to do my healing on myself. And I didn't go into detail much, but she was, so I would go every 3 months and get checked, and very, very few things were done, no chemo. So basically, I was free after 5 years. You have to be checked. And
without surgery? You had no surgery?
without surgery. No, I had surgery.
Wow.
I had part of my cervix out.
You had some surgery.
Found it. Yeah. But so the healing, to me, that was like, this is the way. If I can do it on myself, then I can share this with others. I can share the concept of we are whole, and if we can look at this as an interruption in our life, not as a crisis, then we can heal. So 2002, so this is the basis for the method. 2002, I channeled the word Shiva, which is seeking harmony in energy, voice, and action. And I'm sitting there at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, what the hell is that? Excuse my expression. But basically, it was a method given to me, the idea of that we can heal ourselves. And so that I was given the opportunity to share all these techniques in order for someone to heal themselves. So as a dancer, I started creating movement, teaching people about acupressure points, meridians, because I knew the body well. And it's done with a mat and a roller to open up the chakras, open up the meridians. Then I went into a deep, deep meditation where we clear the chakras. So everything's based on the chakras, clearing the energies. And then on top of that was the Enneagram, which is the study of personalities, which was really the clincher to bring the whole system together.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at
can you talk about transformations you've witnessed with your work? I mean, has there been any amazing? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
Well, on a lighter note, someone would be and say, my life is falling apart. I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have children. And I said, I don't believe that's true. So I said, we're going to start meditating, and we're going to focus on not doubting yourself. So basically what happened, she worked with me for 2 years, and she started beginning to understand her negative thinking. And by the end of the 2 years, she met a guy, got married, fell madly in love. She never thought she could have children because she said, I can't have children. Well, she just had her first one at 40. So that's a fun one. That's a great one. There are others where I've pulled out the pain in the legs. I've worked with cancer patients to diminish the cells. And even though they had surgery and chemo, that I would work with them and make them understand that you're still whole, you're still female, you still have a spirit, and that your spirit and your energy will provide what you need, not what is absent. And so I would work with them before surgery, after surgery, post-surgery. I would actually energetically go into the room where they've had surgery or wherever they've had, and balance the room. and then clear the energy from the doctors so that they can
That's
heal themselves.
fantastic.
Yeah, so it just
Yeah,
varies. It varies. So
yeah, I love the way that you take your personal experience and use it to help others that way, that you had that experience, and it's almost like a reason for it or something, to be able to now
yeah,
help people that are, that's fantastic. Um,
thank you.
what a wonderful gift. Yeah. Um,
So
so you have a book. Is this a book you wrote, Emergence
yes.
Review? Yes. Can you talk about that?
So had taught a lot of classes and a lot of individuals, and somebody said to me, "Well, Fran, you need to write a book. You need to write this down because you just need to do this." I started, of course, sweating because I knew he was right. And
Uh,
I knew that I had to do it, and I gave myself a limitation. And I said, if I'm going to do this, it's going to be channeled from a higher plane. And that the gift of it is that you experience each page energetically. There are poems in there. There's beautiful colors of chakras. There's an explanation of each chakra and their purpose, and then the full understanding of why we're here, and that what is our purpose, and that is the bottom line, and that purpose is wrapped in divine love.
Is this book? Is this something that you wrote recently or a while ago? When did you do this?
2019, I think
Oh,
19 or
okay. Well,
18.
that's recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, I like to think that the way that your work benefits others. I always like to think that my art benefits others also through through my spiritual teachings and the different things that happen in my life. I feel like it comes out in my art, and people seem to respond to it like that. So I think,
that's wonderful.
yeah. So having a book, yeah, it's the reason for art. I think. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Um, well, okay, so I think we'll take a little bit of a break now, and we'll kind of shift gears from this amazing conversation to a video about my my products that I have that I put my art on. So yeah, so I guess it segued
perfect.
really nicely. Yeah. So yeah, can we play that video now?
Hi, I'm Roberta Pacino, and I'm excited to introduce my new limited edition metal prints, Garden Gathering and Sicilian Comfort. Each 16 by 20 inch print captures the magic of my work, with only 50 prints available for each design. They're signed, numbered, and printed on specially coated aluminum sheets for a durable, vibrant finish. Garden Gathering depicts a peaceful woodland scene with a rabbit, squirrel, and prairie dog beneath cherry blossoms. Sicilian Comfort evokes the warmth of a family spaghetti dinner, inspired by my father's restaurant. These metal prints float half an inch from the wall with a built-in frame, perfect for any space. Order now through my secure online store for the introductory price of $247. Enjoy free domestic shipping and a certificate of authenticity with each purchase. Immerse yourself in my magical worlds. It's not just art, it's a conversation. Visit my store at robertapacino.io and bring home a piece of my enchanting world.
We're back. Thank you everybody for watching my video. I am so proud of my metal prints, and go to my website and check them out, robertapacino.io. They're absolutely gorgeous. Um, so we're here speaking with Fran Bailey, and I like that you say, Fran, that your body doesn't lie and love
Mm-hmm.
transforms all.
Mhm.
I'm really interested in fame and what we need to go through to get recognized. I mean, even though we're we're really into spirituality. We still have to do the grind, and
Mhm.
I'm wondering that for you, how does that help you navigate all of that stuff? That all is love and the body doesn't lie. How do you use that in your daily work? um, to get recognized
Well,
for what you do.
yeah, good question. Um, I, I think that the more I understand and investigate um, what the message is from my personal body and possibly others, and travel into those realms of astral planes and finding, the message. Um, all I know is that if I get out of my own way and I bring the higher divine energy in to provide the highest creativity, that to me is real. And I can't get more real than that because it's
Right.
coming from a place that is, my ego is not attached. I mean, it is somewhat because you have to be if you want to progress and be known. But I think that my demand of myself as an artist, as my artistic demand is that I be truthful and clear about what I'm doing. So it's like when I was younger, I think I would need this and I need that, and why am I not getting attention? It's kind of a lonely life, but why am I not this and why am I not that? Just like if you
That's right.
just let all that go, then things start flowing the way they're supposed to. So you're not
Absolutely.
attached and you're not anticipating. I think we as humans, we anticipate and we create
Right.
these pictures of what should be and what ought to be. And sometimes it's not that way. It's just what it is. So that
Right.
it,
And
it becomes something different.
right. I feel that for me, I believe that it's in spontaneous presence, and I don't believe that there's a separation between this me and everything that's happening, and that's the most beautiful, perfect place to be is just to be is to, yeah, it's kind of like letting go of this individual self that you have to perfect in some way
Right.
that's not even real. And
Right.
yeah, um, super wonderful to find that out.
Right.
So,
I know. It's yeah.
yeah,
It is. It's like, okay, well, there it is.
right. Um, okay, so the Shiva method, it's 2024 Shiva method. So this is brand new. It's a training program that's coming up. Um, and how do you plan? Like what happens with that? How do you plan to? Are you teaching like making practitioners? Are they learning the Shiva method so that they can teach it? And
Yeah.
how are you going
Yeah.
about sharing that?
So we're creating a funnel, and the learning is, the beginner and intermediate and advanced. So I have all these are about to unfold, all of them. So the beginning is on my site right now, and there's a specific program that I think is um, pretty exciting and pretty amazing. It's called self-inquiry. Where you have to face yourself, face the questions that the truth of who you are. And that's a really powerful program, which I don't know if it's going to be in the funnel or part of an intermediate. I'm not quite sure yet. But
Mm.
anyway,
It's called
these
self-inquiry. Is that what you said?
self-inquiry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
pretty powerful. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but right now I keep channeling all these new methods and new ways to um, clear karma or find your soul, or so basically the information is coming in very, very quickly, and I'm spitting out all this new ways and new techniques to help you clear. So those
Yeah.
are also, yeah, so it's kind of fun.
This is like
Fun to,
real time. It's happening right
yeah,
now.
it's like real time. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so
So
happy to be hearing about it now, right now. That's fantastic. Um, there's mention in your bio and everything about a book about near-death experiences and ET contact. I mean, those are like two topics that I just like love. So, but I mean, can you touch on that now? I know that's kind of maybe a little off topic. I don't know. Is that something that you can talk about right now?
yeah, I think so. Well, I think that was part of the as well as part of the acceptance of the near-death experience. I think something happened to me then, as far as getting a new kind of understanding of technique of healing, and then after that, I had this near-death experience when I was 12, and it was a canoe accident that I had. So I was pulled under, and I was looking at everybody above in the water and kind of laughing, but then I wasn't, because when you have those near-death experiences, it's not our time. It's just like a click of the finger. So I went through the tunnel, saw the light, saw these people that I recognized their energy, not exactly faces. And then it was just an incredible feeling. And but then I heard, "You're not ready yet. You have work to do." So I came rushing back into my body and jolted. Woke up and got back in the canoe, and basically I wasn't crying because I wasn't afraid of death. I knew that something had shifted, and I couldn't explain it. I just knew that something was different. So about 3 months later, I got pretty sick, and we didn't do medicine. So I had a fever, and this is evidently, there are a lot of cases where this happens, where you have a near-death experience, then you have an ET experience, very close to. So I'm in bed, and all of a sudden I see these lights, and of course, when you see in the state, you're not getting up out of bed and seeing lights. You're actually, this is telepathic, okay? Because again, the speed in which this happens is not our time. So door flew open. Are you okay with this? You want me to continue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know if you heard the disturbance. Just a little while ago,
Oh,
somebody was trying to reach me. I downloaded the new iOS, and it didn't work when I turned my phone off. But anyway, go ahead. So it just distracted me a little bit.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll finish what you have to say about this, as far as you want to
So,
go.
yeah. So
Uh,
anyway, long story short, the front door flew open. There were just little people and kind of moving very quickly through the house. And I went to my parents. I said, "No, don't take them." To my sister, "No, don't take them. Take me." So it was an agreement, and I think it was done telepathically. And so they took me, and they took me to their ship and took something out
oh
of my
my
left
goodness.
ovary. And I think they gave me return an ability to heal even faster. So I would either, whatever you want to call it, physics or some sort of multidimensional healing, I think was suggested in my body, I think. So, I went back in my room and my body was off the bed. I think, oh, what happened here? And of course, I didn't remember that till many, many months later. And I was in a deep, deep meditation, the details of it. But,
Okay. Well, yeah, this is something that I would love to talk to you about further someday. But I never had those kinds of experiences myself, but through my whole life, I have run into people with near-death experiences just randomly, like just weird, a coworker here. And I feel like I feel like the stories are really important and that there's a reason why I keep hearing them. And yeah, I think they've kind of guided me and helped me in my life because I've been hearing these kinds of things and listening since I was a little girl. So thank you. Thank you for being one of those people in my life. Okay, so but we're talking mostly about the Shiva method right now, and we have a video. Do you want to get to that we're going to play? Do you know which video that is? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Should we just launch into it? You don't know?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, it's about the Shiva. It's one of the demos about the Shiva method.
Oh,
so we're going to play that.
okay.
It's like a 2-minute video or something. Okay.
Oh,
so we're going to play that right now. Okay.
Welcome to Fran Bailey's
let's
Shiva
play
method, where we explore the power of energy healing and its impact on our well-being. Let's dive into the world of energy healing and discover its benefits for our mind, body, and spirit. Energy healing is a holistic practice that focuses on balancing the energy centers in our body, known as chakras. By channeling positive energy and removing blockages, energy healing can help alleviate stress, anxiety, and physical ailments. Many people in the United States are turning to energy healing as a complementary therapy to traditional medicine, seeking a more holistic approach to their health and wellness. Through practices such as the Shiva method, Reiki, acupuncture, or crystal healing, energy healers work to restore harmony and promote healing on a deep level. These ancient techniques have been used for centuries and are now gaining popularity in the modern world as people seek alternative ways to improve their overall well-being. Let Fran Bailey guide you to learn the Shiva method to use to balance and restore your energy field on yourself and others. Fran combines her vast knowledge of the body from dance, as well as being a professional energy healer for over 20 years. By tapping into the universal life force energy healing can help to release negative emotions, boost the immune system, and enhance our spiritual connection. Whether you are looking to reduce pain, improve mental clarity, or simply find inner peace, the Shiva method energy healing offers a gentle and non-invasive approach to healing that can benefit people of all ages and backgrounds. Join us at www.franbaileyhealer.com.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, so this just talked about the Shiva method, and there's a video of you doing like amazing, amazing yoga type exercises that are fantastic to be able to do that. So is there? I don't know how you would do it in here, or if it's even possible. Is it possible to do any kind of demo of the Shiva method? That like now?
Let's see. Let me think about that. Let me look at that for a minute, okay? So I'm gonna
yeah.
be silent for a minute.
That's something you've never been asked to do before.
Not in this room.
No.
No.
That's right. In the metaverse.
Okay. So I'm going to give you an image, and I won't do any meditation, but this is what came up. So there are actually, how many people in this room? 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, and Kathy's on the couch, correct?
Something like that are listening or in here.
Just in this room,
Well, I don't know how many people are actually in here, but there's us 2 and Kathy's 3. We could say 6. Is it okay to say 6?
Yeah.
I mean, that might just be like an avatar standing here.
Yeah, I mean, plus those that are listening, but right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's live, so there's people listening.
Right, but we're going to say hello to those people as well. So, so it's interesting. This came in last night, so I'm going to try to share this with you. So this is what happens to me in that kind of space. So if you put your hands on top of your head, you just do it by thinking about it or doing it, actually.
I think I can actually do it.
And then bring your hands to your heart. And then bring your hands to the body, which is belly button to pubic bone, which is the second chakra. And feel your feet and energy in your legs. And that earth energy is coming up to the belly button and keeps running earth energy down to the center of the earth. So you're really grounded and present, even in this space. And so you bring your hands back, and that's the fourth, is love. And then top of your head is connection to soul, higher being, yourself. And then go from your head to your heart. Take a deep breath. And then to your second chakra. Good. From your second chakra to your heart, so your fingertips are going into the chest, into the sternum. So you're actually running energy into that lung area. Good. And now the tip of the top of the head, you're going to put your fingers at the top of the head, and then you're going to reach up like in a V and hold your hands in a V, fingers up to the sky. And feel the higher frequency coming in to through your head and heart and body. Feel the flow of your spinal fluid. Bring your hands now back to your heart. Take a deep breath. Good.
Oh, man.
That's
I don't know if I can
feel?
continue. I feel so that's fantastic, Fran.
So what happened there? So what happened is you got grounded.
What happened to me?
Yeah.
That's what happened is I got grounded.
You got
Is that what you said?
Yes, you received the energy to stay present in your energy. That's your energy at the same time. understanding that others are in their energy, but you're tapping into the higher self too. That's just
Wonderful.
a little ditty.
Yeah. I think this is probably a really good time to see if there's any questions from the audience.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do we have any questions?
Sure.
Does anybody have any questions?
I do. Okay, so my question is, how could the Shiva method help with all the chaos going on now, between the media and the election and all of the stuff going on? People need help. How could the Shiva method help with that?
Well, I think through meditation, of course, that's always good. And there's a free meditation on my website, bottom of the page. I think being present to your truth and not apologizing for what you're not doing, what you should do, all those things. And number 3, if you can imagine staying on your perch or your highest, whatever that is, and you are present in love, none of those lower frequencies can come in and disturb you and take you out of your place of focus. So the most important thing is staying focused on you and your truth, and let that other stuff go. And then the 4th one is to forgive. So, through meditation, through body work, through Enneagram, all those things provide a tool to help you with that. But I think, or individual, we have individuals that even might work pretty quickly. So, but the point is to remember that your energy is important, and what you contribute to the world is through thought and feeling, and that your spirit or your soul is connected in so many ways that we forget. We can come into this 3D world. So does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's helped me too. So any other questions?
Well, I have one more thing I could share. I could share a testimonial. Is that okay? Real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So I went last year, I went to an event where I was a volunteer, and I caught a bad cold. And there at this event, there were healers as well as presenters. And I had gone to like 4 of the healers during that week trying to get well because we were in the air conditioning and everything. I was really having trouble with the cold. And no one could help me. Back and called Fran, and within a half an hour, it was gone. It was gone. It was just gone. And I had probably had 4 other people work on me before Fran. And she works that fast. She's a medical intuitive. And so she can see where the energy block is right away and can change it. And I was healed. I mean, this wasn't, oh, come back and see me again 10 times. This was, it was amazing. amazing. So I'm such a huge fan of the Shiva method. I am a
Thank you.
huge fan.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. I think
Mhm.
it's interesting that, when I do those kind of physical or emotional, those healings, when you read a body, you read everything very, very quick. So that the way I can do it is very quick. Sometimes it's not the illness itself. It's the block and the cord, emotional cord, or whatever it is that's holding you to this space. And so when you suggest, and I think it's really important to know that I'm here to suggest, but it really is up to you to do the work because it will hold. So in other words, I energetically suggest something that Kathy or someone could use, and then they take it and do what they wish with it. And I think it is this frequency that happens. Illness is an interruption, and you just look at the whole picture of what's blocking
I
your
like
energy.
that. Okay, so are there any other questions? Going once. I don't know. I thought we had another question in here. Okay, so Fran, is there anything that you want to say to the audience? Any message you want to give, or about your work, about anything? How they can reach you?
Yes, if you want to do individuals, FranBaileyHealer.com is my website, and what I would do would be, consult you over the phone to see what your needs are, and then we sort of do a package of 3 and have done in sessions at the most, and then maybe tune-ups here and there. But if you want to be on a spiritual path, if you are going through someone you lost, or a divorce, or a change of careers, those things are pretty intense. And so if you can get a clearing to move or to find where your purpose is, your soul purpose is, it's much easier than dragging through months of trying to figure it out.
Or years.
And then, yeah, or years. But
Mhm.
I think the best thing is that know yourself, know who you are and what you're meant to do, and know that love is always the altar of truth.
Thank you so much, Fran.
Yeah.
I want to before we go, I want to thank everybody for coming, and I especially want to thank my hosts, Tara and David from the Hello LLC. They're amazing um, digital marketing agency. They created this whole this whole studio and a lot more. And they can be found at the hello LLC.com, and you'll just love them. So check them out. Um, Fran, thanks so much for coming. I hope I get to interview you again someday, because I would love to talk more about the things we just touched on here. Um, you have so much to offer, and I really appreciate having you here. It's been really
Thank
wonderful.
you. Joy to be with you.
Oh, good. I feel so good too. I think I do. Something worked. Something did.
Yeah, I think it did.
Okay, so I guess that's it. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.